The content in this magazine could contain references of topics and difficult subject matter that may be triggering. Please honor yourself, inner knowing, and proceed with whatever help or guidance you feel is intuitively aligned. Welcome to Sovereign Magazine Podcast. I'm Nicole George, CEO and founder of Sovereign. I'm so happy you are here. We are the magazine, podcast, and community guiding 5 million women to their sovereign selves. From heart-led conversations to magical meditations, our inspiring guests will show you how they can help you step into your sovereign self. Are you ready to listen to your inner voice and step into your power? Then keep listening to hear all of the intuitive messages meant for you today. Hello, today I have the privilege of reconnecting with Alli Burnett, one of our amazing contributors. She is a San Diego native and a spiritual teacher, Reiki master, dedicated to empowering women through self-love, mindfulness, and authenticity. She has been inspired by her own spiritual awakening in 2020 and now focuses on divine feminine work and dismantling patriarchal conditioning. She hosts moon circles, goddess retreats, and a transformational coaching program where she offers distance Reiki and quantum healing. She has overcome many personal struggles along with anxiety and self-expression, and she's very passionate about guiding women toward freedom, love, and self-discovery. Welcome back, Alli.
Thank you so much. So good to be back.
Yes, I always love when you're here. So today we're going to be talking about I Am Sovereign, the theme for the January new moon issue. And in your article, Symbols of Reclamation, the ink that tells my truth, you so candidly share your journey of sovereignty and how that became one of your own radical self-ownership and freedom journeys. You really wanted to break free from societal conditioning, judgment, and the weight of expectations. The way that you did that is through the symbolism of your tattoos. For those who haven't read your story yet, why don't you share a little bit about it and also maybe perhaps what inspired you to write it?
I was sitting with this article and the tattoos just kept coming down, and I realized that this was such a huge step for me in outward expression that went against a lot of different things, a lot of conditioning, right? Again, I think a lot of us start with conditioning from our parents and just what they expect and what they think is acceptable, etc. And then corporate America and all of these things. And while in 2025, tattoos and piercings and all of that is wildly more accepted, at the time, this was a huge step for me of me just owning myself and being like, okay, no, you don't like this, but I'm going to do this anyway. And it started with tattoos that were hidden, and then slowly tiny tattoos that would be on my wrist or a little bit more visible, a little bit more of me owning myself until I just plunged. Because at the end of the day, when I was sitting with myself, I'm like, I love tattoos. I love artwork. I love seeing people express themselves outwardly, because to me, it's a sign of freedom. And it doesn't have to be tattoos, but anything where you're just going outside the standard status quo. For me, when I see that, again, I see someone that's free. And that was something that I always longed for, was just to not care about what anyone else thought, being accepted, all of that. It was like, I want this for me. So then I took a big leap and put one right in the middle of my chest. And I was like, well, there is no going back. I mean, I could get them removed, I guess, but we're not doing that. So it was a huge step. And internally, every time I got a tattoo or played around with my style and just got a little bit more creative with things, I could notice that inner shift in the inside, the expansiveness that I would start feeling for just taking that step for myself and not caring about anyone else. So I became a little bit addicted to expanding that feeling inside. Yeah.
Oh, I love this so much. And although I don't have tattoos, someday I might. I've just never done it.
Yeah.
Probably because my father was like, I'll disown you, but my brother's all tatted up. So it wasn't even true. But I really saw myself when you were talking because when I was 37, I decided I didn't want to dye my hair anymore and I didn't want to wear makeup anymore. I just stopped one day. I just stopped dyeing my hair and wearing makeup. I absolutely love it. I never really liked putting makeup on. Now I just feel so free. And
Mm.
I feel like I get to be me and my grays all show and I don't even care. And I have had so many comments both ways, right? So many positive comments. A lady in Costco the other day was like, "Oh, I love that you've let your hair grow." And I'm like, "I can't wait for it to be all gray." And she's like, "Yeah, me too." But then I've got the other ones like, one of my aunts said to me one time, "Oh my gosh, you look so old." And I was like, "Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that comment because I love who I am and what age I am. I'm 45. I'm okay with aging. Like wrinkles don't bother me." So there's this freedom in this breaking away from these expectations, no matter what it is for you. So for me, it was going the opposite way. For you, it was tattoos. But
Mhm.
this permission to evolve, we don't have. And so, where did you find that little spark within you to give yourself permission, even though it was hidden? Like,
Mhm.
where do you think you claimed that from?
So I read a book somewhere in like 2020. I love like Toltec wisdom. So Don Miguel Ruiz Jr., I think, wrote this particular book was The Five Levels of Attachment. And this particular book, what was so life-changing for me because it had me start paying attention to the subtle and very obvious attachments I had to things. The important thing there was I realized that for me, my parents' acceptance or validation, that attachment to needing that was keeping me from doing certain things in life. And so I'm constantly sitting with things and reflecting as I'm going about my day. I started paying more attention to the things that excite me or light me up or that I admire in other people and then figuring out what is that. And so it was that process of noticing the things that I admired in others, understanding where that was coming from, and then asking myself, what is stopping me from doing that? And when I realized that's what it was, an external factor, I was like, okay, well, got my answer. And I also know what I should do because it's what I desire. And that was how it evolved. It has been such a way for me to express myself. A lot of my symbols on me and the designs have a lot of meaning and were done at very pivotal points throughout the last handful of years. It's just become this story of my evolution.
It is time to rise. We are being called to stand behind independent voices, movements, and media that refuse to be owned. Sovereign Magazine has never spoken to an advertiser, a corporation, or a billionaire. We are a grassroots movement made for and funded by you. If you are ready to rise, to shatter ceilings, and to stand in your truth, do it with us. It's free. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment, share. Every click helps us reach more people around the globe, ready to remember who they are. Are you coming with us?
I love this so much. And really, what I'm hearing from you is a claiming of your sovereign self, right? And so, why don't we move into steps to your sovereign self where you're going to help every woman and man or whoever's listening really tap into this reclamation that you have experienced yourself. And you're going to provide a visualization for us around how we can do this for ourselves. So, let's sit back and enjoy. I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thank you. All right. So, yeah, let's just gently close your eyes. I'm taking a slow, deep breath in through your nose and exhaling softly through your mouth, letting your shoulders drop, your jaw unclench, And just allowing your entire body to begin to soften and bringing your awareness into the present moment. And allowing the world outside of you to fade into the background so you can fully arrive. And on your next inhale, you imagine you are breathing in light. And as you exhale, imagine you are releasing anything that isn't yours to carry. The expectations, the pressure, the conditioning, the fears, feeling them melt off your body like an old layer, longer need. Feeling lighter with each breath. And now bringing your awareness to the center of your chest, right where your heart and your truth live. Imagine a small but powerful ember glowing there. The part of you that has always known who you are, even when you forgot, even when the world told you to be someone else. And as you breathe, seeing this ember grow brighter, warmer, stronger. This is your sovereign self, the one guided by your inner voice, the one who is free, the one who remembers. Now imagine your body as a wide open canvas, a place where your truth, your desires, and your identity can be expressed freely. And see this glowing light from your chest gently expanding, spreading across your body like warm ink, coloring your skin with your essence, your stories, your reclaimed parts. This is the energetic imprint of your authenticity. And watch as it covers the places where you once hid, places that were silenced, the places you dimmed to fit inside the world's boxes. And feel each area of your body soften and awaken as your truth returns home to you. And as this truth spreads, begin to imagine yourself standing in a vast open field, without any noise, without any judgment, without any rules, boxes to squeeze into. Just you, your breath, your freedom. And begin to see yourself standing tall, confident, open, fully expressed. And notice how your body feels when it's unfiltered. Notice the brightness of your energy when nothing is being held back. This version of you is not waiting for permission. She is not shrinking to be understood, and she is rooted deeply in who she is. This is your sovereign self. Let yourself feel her in your bones. Feel her clarity, her courage, her self-trust, her freedom. And let her whisper something to you, a message or a reminder, a truth that you've been needing. Taking a moment to just listen. Letting those words settle into your heart. And take one more deep cleansing breath. Exhaling slowly, allowing yourself to return to your body. And returning changed. A little more open, a little more anchored, and a little more you. And when you feel ready, you can gently open your eyes.
Oh my goodness. I always love to share what comes through.
I was so excited. I'm like, I know she's gonna have something good.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. So I was in this field and kind of weirdly, I was in this dress. I don't really wear dresses a lot. I was in this dress. I wasn't myself though. I was a different woman, like kind of blondish hair. I have dark hair. And I was in this field, almost like a field of like wheat or something. And everything was weightless. I was weightless. The wind, like everything around me was weightless. And the message I got was just, you are worthy. There's no weight that you need to carry anymore. It was magical. And just the vastness of this field was just, it was so sunny. The weather was perfect and the perfect temperature. Everything was perfect. And I was barefoot and just free in this field. It was so cool. So cool.
Beautiful. That sounds lovely.
Right. Oh, I always love sharing what comes through because I love doing these with you. Well, if you want to connect with Alli more, she's not only in our community.sovereign-magazine.com. All of her details are in the show notes. You can join any of her circles or any of her programs. She is just absolutely amazing. So definitely connect with her, follow her, and thank you so much for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me. Always enjoy it.
Me too.
Thanks for listening. I'll be back tomorrow with another soul-led entrepreneur here to help you step into your sovereign self. Subscribe to our magazine and podcast and join our global community for all the magic. Details to connect with today's guest or join the movement are in the show notes. And if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review. It helps us reach our goal of guiding 5 million women to self-sovereignty.